Welcome back to Macarium. In this video, you'll witness an inspiring journey from blueprint to dream home. After years of dedicated service as Army officers, Amy and Matt are ready to begin a brand new chapter, building the home they've always envisioned. Joining them on this adventure is Matt's father, Smitty, a home builder with over 40 years of experience. With his wisdom and craftsmanship guiding the way, they set out to turn their dream into reality. After the site is cleared, the ground is leveled and shaped according to the architectural plans. Using heavy equipment, the foundation area is then excavated to the required depth. Once excavation is complete, a layer of gravel is spread and leveled to create a stable base for the foundation. The crew installs formwork to mold and hold the concrete in place while it hardens. Steel rebar is added within the forms to reinforce the foundation walls, providing the strength needed to bear the weight of the home and help prevent shifting or cracking over time. Once the initial concrete layer has cured around the perimeter, a gravel base is carefully spread and leveled to the same height as the concrete. This base is used to provide stability and assist with drainage throughout the site. Next, insulated concrete forms are stacked like giant building blocks around the foundation's perimeter. These forms act as both molds and insulation, combining strength with energy efficiency. To enhance durability, rebar is inserted inside the blocks to reinforce the structure from within. The ground inside the perimeter is leveled and compacted to create a stable base. Steel rebar is then arranged in a grid and tied together, forming a mesh that strengthens the concrete and helps prevent cracking over time. As the concrete is poured, it's spread and smoothed using a series of tools to create a flat, level surface. Laser levels and skilled eyes guide the process, ensuring the slab is perfectly even from corner to corner. Concrete is poured steadily and carefully into the forms too. During placement, the mixture is vibrated or stirred to remove air bubbles and create a strong, even wall. The process needs speed, timing, and accuracy to ensure the concrete cures properly and forms a solid, durable structure. Heavy-duty steel beams span the width of the structure, forming the primary support system for the future main floor and upper levels. Their role is critical. They bear substantial loads and ensure the home remains structurally sound for decades to come. With the steel beams firmly in place, the next layer of the home structure begins to take shape. Wooden floor joists are now mounted on top of the steel framework, forming the skeleton of the first floor. Sheets of OSB are laid across the joists to create a flat surface that serves as the subfloor, providing a sturdy platform to support insulation, underlayment, and final floor finishes. The exterior foundation walls are covered with a self-adhesive waterproofing membrane that seals seams, edges, and gaps. This durable layer protects against groundwater intrusion into the basement or lower levels. Once the waterproofing is in place, the next step is constructing the exterior walls using concrete blocks. The exterior walls are framed using high-quality lumber, with vertical studs spaced evenly and connected by top and bottom plates. Wall sections are first assembled on the ground, then lifted into place and firmly attached to the floor structure. At this stage, the house begins to take shape in 3 dimensions, with the layout and proportions becoming clearly visible for the first time. As the framing progresses, headers, extra structural supports, are installed above each opening to bear the load from above and maintain the building's long-term stability. Another layer of concrete is about to be poured. First, the floor area is filled with gravel once again to create a stable base. Then, concrete is poured over the gravel bed, covering the entire floor surface and leveled. To achieve a smooth finish on the concrete slab, a power trowel is used after leveling. Sturdy wooden beams are installed atop the wall frames to form the backbone of the first floor. The crew then places wooden joists across these beams, creating the floor skeleton to distribute weight and support the subfloor. Finally, sheets of OSB are installed over the joists, completing the second floor structure, similar to earlier stages. The process moves forward with framing the wall skeleton, just as it was done on the first floor. Openings are left for windows and doors, and the frame is then covered with sheets of OSB, which serve as the subsurface for upcoming finishes. Later, these same boards are also used to sheath the walls of the first floor. Just enjoy the watching. If you're still watching and enjoying the build, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That's the best way to support what we're doing here. With the walls in place, the crew moves on to installing wooden beams and joists, following the same method used on the floors below to frame and support the second floor. As the structure nears its full height, it's time to put a lid on the home. Roofing begins with the installation of the ridge beam, which serves as the central anchor where all the roof rafters meet. Rafters are then mounted. They are angled wooden beams that extend from the ridge beam down to the outer walls, forming the skeletal framework of the roof. Now that the structure is fully framed, OSB roof sheathing is laid across the rafters. These panels form a solid deck that will support all the roofing layers above. On the front side, built-up rafters are used. These are two beams connected by wooden spacers. This design is stronger and more stable than a single solid piece. Along the perimeter and in crucial areas, self-adhesive waterproofing is applied. Special attention is given to matching areas to ensure they are properly sealed and protected. Meanwhile, a waterproof underlayment is rolled out over the roof sheathing, creating a vital barrier that protects the home from moisture. A self-adhesive waterproofing membrane is carefully applied over the OSB panels. This sticky, flexible material is rolled out and firmly pressed onto the walls, forming a continuous barrier that seals seams, joints, and edges. Wrapping the home in this protective layer keeps it safe from the weather and gets everything ready for the siding and exterior finishes to go on. Staircase construction begins with the mid-landing, which functions almost like a small indoor balcony. It provides a visual break in the stairwell and adds a sense of openness between the floors. Next, the stringers are cut. These are the angled structural sides of the staircase that support the steps. The rise and run of each cut are carefully measured to ensure accuracy, as the next step is installing the treads and risers. The same process is followed on each floor, with the staircase built step by step to connect every level of the home. The crew begins anchoring vertical wooden posts to create a patio foundation. Horizontal support beams are then mounted across the tops of the posts, creating a sturdy frame that can bear the weight of the roof. Next, wooden rafters are installed, which will later be covered with OSB panels and topped with a waterproof membrane to protect the roof structure. The final protective layer, roof shingles, is added, starting with a starter strip along the edges. Shingles are laid in overlapping rows from bottom to top for proper water runoff, with each one nailed down securely. Extra care is taken around roof features, and ridge shingles cap the peak for a clean, finished look. To protect select windows from rain, roof overhangs are built above them. Ledger boards are first attached to the wall, creating the base, followed by rafters to form the framework. A layer of OSB sheathing and waterproof underlayment is added on the top, then finished with matching shingles to keep the look consistent with the main roof. Interior work begins with wall framing, the skeleton that divides the home into individual rooms. Next comes the installation of collar ties, which connect opposing rafters near the roof ridge. These act as tension members, helping resist outward pressure from unbalanced loads like heavy snow or strong wind. Before windows can be installed, the rough openings need to be prepped. The team starts by smoothing the sills, clearing any debris to ensure the flashing and window frames sit flush. Next, a self-adhering flashing membrane is applied. It's flexible, waterproof, and self-sealing, wrapping tightly to keep water out. The windows were ordered in advance based on precise rough opening measurements taken during framing. Because of the careful planning, each one fits perfectly into place and is secured with fasteners. The team starts assembling the cornice returns, which provide a clean, elegant transition between the eaves and the main fascia at the gable ends. Positioned just outside the corner boards, these features connect the two roof lines and require additional structural support. Next comes installing the vinyl soffit. The crew works on the underside of the roof overhang, fitting panels between the wall and the fascia. This not only gives the home a clean, polished look, but also helps protect it from moisture and pests. At the start of the plumbing phase, all piping was delivered to the site. Drain locations were marked and holes were cut in the floors to prepare for pipe installation. The plumbing vent pipe was also installed through the roof to ventilate the system, with pipe collars added around openings to prevent leaks. The team insulates the water pipes to protect against temperature changes, then installs them along basement joists and through interior walls to the manifold. The manifold serves as a central hub for the water lines, with all valves organized in one accessible location. It makes it easy to shut off water to specific areas if there's a leak without affecting the entire house. Proper installation of heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems, along with the ductwork, is essential for improving comfort, enhancing air quality, and saving on energy costs. The crew frames around any ductwork that extends into the rooms, providing a surface for the drywall to attach. This way, the ductwork will be completely hidden, giving the interior a clean, finished look. Choosing the right front door was a challenge, but eventually, a suitable one was found. The installation involved carefully positioning the door in the opening and securely fastening it to the framing. Everything is planned in advance, including lighting placement, bulb types, and dimmers. Since a heavy chandelier will later be installed in the open staircase, mounting blocks in the joist bay and a ceiling fan support bracket are needed to safely support its weight. The entire house is wired, connecting all outlets, lights, and smoke detectors. An electrical meter is also installed to track power usage by measuring the rotation of internal gears based on consumption. A new utility pole will be installed closer to the house, eliminating the need for a longer trench to the existing pole. A 3-foot deep trench is dug from the meter to the new pole, with conduit placed inside that will connect to the utility pole. The triplex cable is run from the transformer through the woods to the new pole, then pulled underground through the conduit to the meter. The focus now shifts to energy efficiency, making sure the home stays comfortable year-round and is economical to heat and cool. To achieve this, the high-performance spray foam insulation is used, filling every gap, seam, and hard-to-reach cavity within the walls and roof structure. Once the spray foam insulation was complete, fiberglass bats were added over it and inside the interior walls. This two-layer approach helps reduce noise between rooms and cuts down on energy use for heating and cooling, boosting the home's overall efficiency. The team then shifted focus to digging the required storm basin. Designed by a civil engineer, the basin is built to manage all stormwater on the property. At its center is a 5-foot deep infiltration bed that acts like a percolation pond, absorbing runoff and helping to prevent flooding. Next, the excavator dug the site for a permanent 1,000-gallon propane tank. After placement, fine screenings were added for drainage and protection during backfilling. The propane hose was installed with a metal coil placed above it to allow for easy detection during any future digging. After the cast iron tub is lifted into the bathroom, multiple drywall sheets are hoisted by crane. Using machinery to lift heavy items reduces extra labor. These large gypsum panels are lifted and secured to the ceiling, with circular cutouts made for lighting fixtures. The drywall sheets are mounted to the wall studs, each one cut to fit around windows, doors, and electrical outlets. Once in place, taping and mudding begin. Joint compound is applied to seams and fasteners to smooth out imperfections. This process creates a seamless surface ready for sanding, priming, and painting. To build the deck efficiently, tasks are divided. Materials are cut and distributed around the site, and beams are installed, nailed into place, and bolted to their posts. A ledger strip is then attached to the ledger board to support the floor joists, which are installed across the frame. A slit is cut above the ledger to install metal flashing, helping prevent water damage. The final step in framing is the addition of extra blocking to support the composite boards for the boardwalk-style decking layout. Two methods were used to fasten the decking: nails and screws covered with deck plugs, and a flooring nailer with a built-in spacer for faster, easier installation. Wrapping the windows and other key areas in metal trim turned out to be a smart choice. It gives a clean, modern look and helps protect against water damage. The siding design combines two traditional styles, lap siding and board and batten, adding depth and character to the exterior. Before siding goes up, a drain plane is stapled to the walls. This breathable barrier lets air circulate behind the siding, helping to dry any moisture and protect the home. The original rough openings for the garage, framed for 9-foot doors, are modified to 8 feet to reduce costs. Garage door goalpost supports are built inside for structural reinforcement. The garage door bucks are put in place to eliminate the need for trimming after the doors are fitted. As soon as the doors were in place, their quiet, smooth operation was immediately clear, adding a calm and functional touch to the house. The team moved on to installing the metal porch roof. The textured black panels were chosen for their low glare and clean, modern look. The method involved overlapping the open seam of each new panel onto the rib of the previous one, then screwing it down securely to the roof decking. The porch posts are first plastered, giving them a smooth surface. A fresh coat of paint follows, elevating their appearance with an elegant finish. With that done, attention turns to the deck railing, a key detail that not only adds safety, but also frames the porch beautifully, giving it a welcoming feel. As exterior work progressed, a crew was brought in to drill the well. They planned to go at least 180 feet deep, cutting through tough soil and bedrock. After a slow, challenging process, they finally hit groundwater. A casing was installed to protect the well, then a trench was dug to run piping into the house. Inside, the line was connected to a pump, setting up the private water system. With 25 gallons per minute, the well was ready, with filtration to follow. The team shifts focus to the interior, where details bring warmth and character. Window casings made from poplar wood are assembled, baseboards with trim caps, an extra detail that isn't standard but perfectly suited the house's style, are mounted and painted. The doors arrive for all 30 openings. The crew preps each opening, sets jambs, shims the hinges, and hangs the doors with careful attention to detail. One of the most exciting decorative touches is installing faux beams in the living room ceiling. Pre-stained with a semi-transparent finish, they add warm texture and architectural interest that perfectly complements the home's aesthetic. After months of construction, the yard looks uneven and muddy. A professional excavator regrades the property, and truckloads of topsoil are brought in to prepare for grass. With the soil prepped, a local landscaping company comes to apply hydro seed. This method uses a special mixture known as a slurry, made of grass seed, mulch, fertilizer, soil amendments, and water, sprayed on under high pressure from a tank. Within 2 months, the yard transforms into a soft green lawn, and the property finally looks like a real home. The vision for the kitchen was clear from the beginning. A dark navy color scheme accented with elegant gold hardware and a large island topped with a deep farmhouse sink and bright quartz countertop that will be mounted later. All the appliances are then put in place, including an oven hood, double oven, and refrigerator. The kitchen quickly begins to take shape, each piece adding structure and life to the heart of the home. The tongue and groove flooring is chosen to be installed, marking a key phase of the project. Once laid, it is sanded in place to create a smooth surface for finishing. As the sanding reveals the wood's natural beauty, the finish should be carefully chosen. Between the darker stains, midtones, and whitewashes, a whitewash is selected to highlight the wood's warmth and texture that exceeds expectations. The final step in completing the staircase is the installation of the balusters. After alignment points are marked with a laser level, holes are drilled, balusters are set into place and secured with decorative knuckles at the top and bottom. A blue core rigid foam board is used in the shower with a pre-pitched base that simplifies waterproofing and tiling. Creating the correct pitch towards the drain is one of the most challenging parts of tiling a bathroom floor, and this system provides a reliable, leak-free solution. If you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much. You're one of our most loyal viewers, and we truly appreciate it. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations in the next video as well. Please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. You have no idea how much that means to us. Thank you. Once the shower base is set, wall tiles are installed using spacers to ensure even gaps, which will be filled with grout later. With every piece in place, the bathroom comes together beautifully, both functional and stylish. Every home is built with love, not just for its people, but for the loyal companions who make life richer. As the house nears completion, a special fenced-in area is created for a furry family member to run, explore, and feel truly at home. After months of hard work, dedication, and support from family and friends, Amy and Matt's dream is finally complete. This house is more than just walls and a roof. It's a home where memories are made, loved ones gather to lend a hand or share a smile, and everyday moments are treasured. If this project inspired you, be sure to subscribe. Many more amazing creations are on their way.